welcome back to our Tuesday night live here on the channel. I've been so waiting to talk to you tonight because today is the day that something super exciting happens. And so if you happen to be someone who has already subscribed to the channel and you just got alerted that we are live and you are watching, you are going to get to be one of the first to hear about this opening. And here's why that's important. And here's why it's important to subscribe, to hit the subscribe button, to make sure you have the notification bell rang, is because a lot of our programs fill up fast, especially the one we're going to talk about tonight. They come and they go, even our carb cycling program, all the things. Like, we have a certain amount of time for you to sign up and then we get started. And I don't know if you've ever done this. I've certainly done this, where something has happened and I find a video 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks later, and I'm like, wait, that's done? It already passed? And then I'm waiting for the next one. And so if you are watching, yay, you get to hear first. And so tonight, so if you've been on the channel at all, if you've been around for a hot second, then you will know that, gosh, almost 2 years ago, we started a program called The Biggest Transformation. And this came from my journey, my experience of losing weight. If you rewind before 2014, I was a morbidly obese mom and wife. I was very fluffy. I was busting out of a size 22. I had tried over almost every different weight loss program under the sun. And some of them would work a little bit. And when I say a little bit, like, I would go lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. But then I would go find it again. I'd go find it again. And it was like, oh my goodness. And I was one of those people that I would watch other people have success with weight loss. I would see before and afters on social media. I would see before and afters, on the magazines at the grocery store stands. I would see before and afters on TV. And I so desperately wanted to be one of them. I so desperately wanted to look in the mirror and feel proud of the reflection that I saw staring back at me. But when you've been heavy most of your life, and when you've tried almost everything under the sun, and you're still fluffy, you start to think that, I don't know, like, maybe this is just my lot in life. Like, maybe my people are big people. Like, maybe I really am big bone. Like, maybe my metabolism's jacked. Maybe I have a thyroid issue. Like, you start to think of all these things because nothing seems to be working. And in 2014, I recommitted and I went all in for the first time in a very long time, maybe the first time ever. And what followed that commitment, what followed that decision, was me losing $161,000 in I had two thoughts going through my head. Losing 161 pounds in 13 months. Because of my transformation, I went on to win $106,000. Some of the products that I use, they could use my before and after in their publications. Went from a size 22 down to a size 2, and my entire life changed. And that kind of stemmed, and really it was kind of this thing that for the first time, it was no longer this untouchable, unreachable, I couldn't do it goal. Like, it had been easier than I ever thought it was going to be. It had been easier than I built it up to be inside of my head. And I became very passionate about helping other people. I became very passionate about showing other people the way, about taking hands, locking arms, and saying, hey, you've struggled with your weight. I figured out how to get rid of it. Let's go. And this thing called The Biggest Transformation was birthed. We have ran all different kinds of weight loss programs, weight loss groups, weight loss boot camps, and we still do that. But my thought is what if I could take a handful of people, and what if we could link arms and I could walk them through the program, tell them what to eat, when to eat it, what not to eat, how much water to drink, what workout to do from home, how to do it, all the things, like what supplements to take, what things inside of here need to change. Like, if I could take them through the process, if I could take them through the program, if I could coach them through every step, like, in my brain, the results would be off the charts. The results would be amazing. And so we launched this thing called The Biggest Transformation on a hope, on a whim, on a prayer that like we could change some lives. We could change some futures. And season 1 was like, okay, we're going to give this thing a shot. We don't know if it's going to go any further than this, but we're going to give it a go and we're going to see how it works. And the results were like mind numbing. Like everybody succeeded. Everybody lost weight. Just some numbers from, it is a 6-month program, by the way, because I know it takes a while to change habits. And so I thought if we could work together for 6 months, at the end of those 6 months, I'll not only have shown you how to lose the weight, but I'll have given you the skill to be able to keep it off, right? And so inside of those 6 months, some of the people in that first season, Andy lost 71 pounds in 6 months. Shane lost 128.2 pounds in 6 months. Karen, 69.2 pounds in 6 months. Ashley, 51.6 pounds in 6 months. Not starving themselves, not working out hours a day, not cutting out food groups, like just learning how to do sustainable weight loss that they could keep off for the rest of their life if they chose to. And after the results of season 1, we launched season 2. Season 2, again, Matthew, 142 pounds in 9 months. Matthew also went on to win $100,000 for his transformation. In fact, if you watch the channel next week, on our Tuesday Night Live, we're going to have an interview with Matthew, and you're going to be able to hear from him about his 142-pound transformation. He did that in 9 months. 9 months. And then just he got a check for $100,000. Imagine getting paid that kind of money for getting in the best shape of your life. It's absolutely freaking nuts. Dr. Mary Starr Carter lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds that she'd been saying she was going to lose for years. 50 pounds inside of 6 months. She went from being overweight, low energy, to having the body of an athlete as a wife and a mom of 2. Never thought it would be possible. She has inspired hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to start their own health journey because of her example. Danielle, who actually was pregnant when she started inside of the program, went through pregnancy, delivered her baby. She lost 64 pounds in 6 months. That was season 2. So then we started to get on a roll and we're like, dude, this is working. Like it's changing lives. It's changing generations. When Danielle started the program, she didn't even leave her home. Her confidence was in the gutter by the time she had never been inside of her kids' school. She didn't go grocery shopping. She didn't go to the plays and all the things that took place at the school. By the end of the program, she was not only going to the plays, going to the school, she was riding roller coasters. This woman that had been trapped inside of her home, not living, was actually starting to live again. In just 6 months, those were the kind of changes that happened. And so we're like, hey, dude, we're on a roll. We got a 100% success rate. Let's go for season 3. Season 3, Krista Joy, 79.1 pounds in 6 months. Steve, 93 pounds. Stuart, 74.2 pounds. Cher, 56 pounds. In 6 months. In 6 months. We went on to season 4. Kristen, 112.4 pounds in 6 months. Jennifer Ratchford, 42.4 pounds in 6 months. Aisha, 63.2 pounds in 6 months. And right now we're currently in season 5. We're getting ready to wrap season 5. And in 11 weeks, Jerry has lost 51.2 pounds. Ken, 56 pounds in 11 weeks. This isn't in 6 months. This is in 11 weeks. That's not even 3 months. Zach, 45.2 pounds in 11 weeks. Heather N, 40.6 pounds in 11 weeks. Adesawa, 28.1 pounds in 11 weeks. Catherine, who started at 150, so she didn't even have a lot to lose, 18.4 pounds in 11 weeks. We've taken over 50 people through the program, and our success rate, I could cry a river when I say this. It's been 100%. 100% of people that have gotten started have gotten killer, jaw-dropping results. And it's because of the way the program is set up. It's because of the accountability. It's because of the blueprint that is given. It's because it's taking all the guesswork out of it. It's because we're taking failure off of the table. And here's how you succeed. Failure's not an option. It's just not an option inside of this program. Now, with that being said, a couple different things. Applications are opening tonight. tonight, right now. The link is down below in the description box. You can click on it. It takes you to a Google form. You can fill out the application, and then you're going to get an email within 24 hours with your next step, how to do your why video, why you want to be a part of season 6. And here's why. We always get way more applicants than what we can take. Always, 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 always. Last season, we had 90 applicants. We could only accept 10. We wound up accepting 13 people out of 90 people. Because of a program like this, we can't have 90 people in a season. It would never work with that size of a group. But I am passionate. If you struggle with your weight, I don't care if you've got, in season 4, we had Crystal, who started off at 129 pounds. She lost 20 pounds to get down to where she wanted to be. So I don't care if you have 20 pounds to lose or you have 200 pounds to lose. Weight affects us all. So if you've been carrying extra weight around with you, I want to invite you, I want to implore you, I want to beg you to take a leap of faith, to take a risk, to bet on yourselves, to click on the link and to apply. So many times we spend so much time giving to everybody else, serving everybody else, doing everything for everybody else. And in the process, we forget to serve ourselves. In the process, we forget to make ourselves a priority. In the process, we let our health go and say, one day I'll focus on that. One day I'll make the investment of time. One day I'll make the investment of money. And the sad truth is, for most people, they go to their grave, and one day never happens. One day never comes. And so if you're watching this video and you're hearing this message, whether you found it on your own or someone you love or know cared enough to share it with you, you're hearing it now before the application process is closed. If there's that thing going off inside of you going, I need this. I need this. Don't think, don't contemplate to reevaluate. Click on the link and apply. There is an investment of time. We meet every single week. It takes a lot of your time. It takes a lot of my time. It's a lot of accountability. That's why there's 100% success rate. And that's why we have people at the end of their journey winning $100,000 because their before and afters are so huge that people are like, no way, no how, that must be photoshopped. Kristen losing 112 pounds. Jerry, Ken, and Zach all losing close to 50 pounds in 11 weeks. So it takes an investment of time. There's also an investment of money. And don't ask me how much. For those of you that apply, you will get all the details. You'll get an email with the video with all of the details. But there is an investment of money. The truth is I'm not willing to work with anybody who's not 100% committed. That is the truth. And if you're not willing to put your money where your mouth is and invest your time in this kind of program, I can only work with the most committed people. The people that are desperate for change. The ones that are sick and tired of hitting their head against the wall and praying and hoping and wishing that they would have that before and after. But for those of you that are ready to go to work, for those of you that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to do something about it, then I am so excited to have you apply for season 6. I'm excited to see who the cast is gonna be. We'll be getting started. I think prep week starts September 6th. And then the week 1 starts the week after. So we'll be getting started right after Labor Day, right around that time is when we'll be getting started. So we have a little bit of time yet. So you can enjoy the rest of your summer, do all the things. And by Christmas, by the time you go to your family Christmas, imagine walking into your family Christmas, because September, October, November, 3.5 months later, looking completely different. Having everybody go, where did you go? What are you doing? What happened? For some of you, by Christmas, your friends are going to see you around town with your spouse, and they're going to think that they got a divorce and they're with a new person. No joke. My husband's family thought this. They were like, did he get a divorce and marry somebody different after I lost all my weight? For some of you, your transformation is going to be that big. And so go down below, fill out the application, share this video. Listen, we live in a world where over 70% of the world's overweight. People need something that works. People are tired of diet culture. They're tired of fad diets. They're tired of spending their time and money on things that leave them frustrated, that leave them exactly where they're at, that leave them with no results. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. What I am telling you is it's going to be worth it. So go down below, fill out the application, and I'm excited to see who our season 6 cast will be. So we'll see you next week. Make sure to join us back. We will be doing an interview with Matthew Wyatt, $100,000 winner, down 142 pounds, husband, father, inspiration to all of mankind. And so we will see you next week back, same time, same place.